Hello whistlers everywhere. What I'm going to do with this tutorial is I'm going to introduce some more advanced ornaments, and especially what I'm going to be looking at is what we call a double cut roll or a double tap roll. Now, the two different kinds of additions to rolls, and I'll explain that before we look at how we can apply them into a tune. And so I'm going to do like a tune breakdown. Well, basically will be a tune breakdown. But I'm going to be looking at adding some more of these advanced ornaments into a piece to show you how they work in reality, sort of functional use of these ornaments. So what I'm going to do before I look at the tune, I'm going to explain the double cut and the double tap roll, and explain how they're broken down and how they differ from a regular long roll or a short roll. So it is a tune breakdown, and we're going to look at a jig called the Rose in the Heather, which is a lovely two-part jig. It's quite popular, it's often played at sessions, but this is how you can maybe spice it up a bit with adding either the double cut roll or the double tap roll, or both if you should choose to. Okay, so before we look at the tune, I'm going to explain how we do the double tap and the double cut roll. So we'll start with the double tap roll first. So let's have a look at our double tap roll. So we're going to start off with the normal roll. So let's use the note G. So the normal roll, we'll do a long roll. So we're going note, cut above, tap underneath. So you can either cut with this finger or even this finger or this finger and then tap underneath. So the normal G roll. Note, cut, tap, note, cut, tap. The double tap roll has an additional tap before the cut, and so we're changing the rhythm from going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Becomes 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, like this. So a normal long roll. Note, cut, tap, note, cut, tap. The double tap roll, note, tap, cut, tap, note, tap, cut, tap. So we're throwing in an additional tap. So if we go from regular roll on E, double tap roll on E. F. Double tap. G. Double tap. Now you can do A and B if you like, but they do take quite a lot of work, certainly with this finger. So on A, double tap. B. Da 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 da. So that's the rhythm we're getting. 1, 2 and 3. Da 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 da. So again, you can do these in the upper register. Yeah, A and B are quite tricky. So a little exercise in double taps is just to go up and down the scale. you can double tap a short roll. So you're going, instead of going cut, tap, you're going tap, cut, tap, tap, cut, tap. So you're basically getting 3 parts rather than the cut and the tap. You're getting a tap, cut, tap, and it's kind of tripleting the rhythm. So if we look at, say, like the Dublin reel, so if we play it normally, da 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 da. Now with the tripleted or with the double tap short roll, you're adding the extra tap, so you get that da 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 da. You're getting that tripleted kind of sound. So again, with the double tap on the short roll, normal, double tap, F, double tap, and the same with G, and double tap, A, and B. I don't tend to use A and B that much just because it's quite tricky, and to be honest with you, I just prefer the normal sort of regular rolls on the A and B, but it's nice on the E, F and G. So again, like if I put it into the Dublin reel, you can hear the difference. So that's the double tap roll. Now let's have a look at the double cut roll. So with the double cut roll, we're doing the same kind of rhythm, da 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 da, on the long double cut. However, rather than going tap, cut, tap on the G, we're using this top finger to cut, and then we're using this finger to cut, and then we're tapping underneath. So we go note, cut, cut, tap, note, cut with the top finger, cut with this finger, and then tap. So it gives you this kind of bubbly sound. And same with the F. E. And same in the upper register. Now, you can't really do a double cut on the E in the upper register because this doesn't sound. So you can't cut with this. So what you can do is so you can cut with this finger, or you can go However, with the E, I tend to just, if I want that effect, I'll just use a normal E cran. So, yeah, the double cut doesn't work, as I say, with using this finger, but you can use this finger, then tap underneath. So the E, can use this finger and this finger. I find that a bit awkward, so what I tend to do is just use a regular high E cran on that. F, again, same thing. G. Now you can do the double cut on the A. I find that awkward. And the upper. I don't tend to use it on the B because you can't really cut. You have to do a double single finger cut, and to be honest with you, that's for me it's not worth the effort. But you can use them on E, F, G, A. That's what I use them on anyway. So if we have a look at applying them in a tune, we can go, say like if we take the cash jig. So and at speed. Get that you get that additional kind of rhythm. So normal roll. Double cut. Yeah, I quite like the double cut, certainly on some tunes. It gives it a slightly different kind of flavour. So if I play the same as double taps, now as double cuts, subtle difference between the double cut roll and the double tap roll. And again, we can do the same thing with the short roll. We can go same mechanism, but we're just doing immediately, we're doing the tap, sorry, the cut, cut, tap. So if we're doing it on the E, on the G, on the A, so again with the doubling reel, and that's how the double cut roll works. So we've talked about the double tap roll, we've talked about the double cut roll. Let's have a look at this tune called The Rose in the Heather and see where we can apply either the double tap or the double cut roll. So here's the tune, The Rose in the Heather. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to set my click to 60, which is plenty fast enough for now. And then when we play through it, I'm going to play through it first without any ornamentation, just to get the tune, and then I'm going to play through, and where we would normally do some regular rolls, I'm going to either do the double cut or the double tap roll to show you how these work. Pretty much mostly long rolls, but there is one short roll on the last line which we can talk about. So here we go at 60. 1, 2, 1, 2. now let's have a look at where we can add some of these double tap or double cut rolls. So on the second line, beginning of the second line, the first bar, we've got 2 dotted quarter notes or dotted crotchets, and we can add either the double tap or the double cut roll to both of those. So we've got the regular roll, yeah, note, cut, tap, note, cut, tap. Now if we're doing a double tap on the F, note, tap, cut, tap, and then on the E, E, tap, cut, tap. So it sounds like this. Now if we're doing a double cut, it'll be F, cut, cut, tap, and then E, cut, cut, tap. So it sounds. So let's play very slowly the A part. We'll play it through twice. The first time I'm going to double tap the rolls on that first bar in the second line, and then the second time I'll do a double cut roll on the same place. So here we go. So the second half, we've got on the third bar of the third line, we've got that long G, that dotted crotchet G. So with that, again, we can either do a double tap or a double cut. So we can go, or again, I'll play it through twice. Now on the second bar of the last line, we've got that crotchet F, so we can either go or we can go so that would be either tap cut tap on the F or cut cut tap, cut cut tap, tap cut tap. So again, we can do a short double tap or a short double cut on that. So let's play through the second half now. So the third bar on the third line, we've got that long G, and then I'm going to put the short roll on the F in the second bar of the fourth line. Here we go. So let's just have a look at what I'm doing there in a bit more detail. So, beginning of the B part. Now to separate those three A's in the second bar, I'm using F, A, cut, and then tapping to separate it. Then we've got or, and again, last bar on the third line, I'm going B, E, cut the second E, tap the third E, F, G. So the whole of the third line. And the last line. double tap, double cutting the F. Now, I always like to tongue on the short if need be. That way you can get a clean first note. Or so the double tap, double cut, right, so now we've got that, let's play through the whole thing at 60, adding the double taps and the double cuts. So what I'm going to do, first time of the repeat, I'm going to play the rolls as double tap. Second time, I'm going to play them as a double cut. And that's going to be the same in the B part as well. Okay, so still at 60, let's try the rows in the header with the double taps first, then the double cuts. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now let's try it with double cuts. 1, 2. So just as a variation, what I tend to do on this tune is, rather than play at the beginning, I tend to go as a variation. Put those doubles in. And then put a long roll on the E. So yeah, you can add additional long double taps or double cut rolls where you feel it's appropriate. Yeah, add it as a variation. So that's about it on double tap rolls and double cut rolls. Hope you found it useful. Again, as ever, thanks for sticking with me through this tutorial. And if you found it useful, it would be great if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, Whistleblowers YouTube channel. Any suggestions on future tutorials or tune breakdowns, if you could leave me a comment. And great, yeah, thank you for staying with me. And to finish off, here's the Rose in the Heather with assorted double cut rolls and double tap rolls. Here we go.